Hi. And we're like, oh, we're live. Yes, we're live. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. This is Jane Dawson. Ready to do Jane Dawson TV with my special guest, Miss Diana Palm. Now, I have a slight technical problem, whereas I'm working with a camera separate to my laptop. You're going to see me doing this. Don't worry, you're getting full attention. I have to look away to see if any of you are on yet. So if you are on, please say hello, hello, hello. I've put comments on. I'm not sure I can see you, so I'm going to also go on to my phone just to. Oh, I can see myself. Right. So, people are commenting. Let me see. Hello, Timmers. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Anne Proven. Hello, Kathleen McKenna. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Anne Proven. Lovely to see you all. So this is what it's going to be tonight. Look at this, looking at this, looking at this. But it won't spoil your enjoyment. So I'm going to bring Diana on just in one moment. She is a fantastic love goddess. She is a fellow psychic medium, the same as me. She's an all-round fantastic girl. And her and I are going to talk about love, baby. And we're also going to connect with the romance angels and give you a few readings. So let me just go ahead and bring her on now. So I'm just going to look away for a moment and I'm going to get Diana on. Hello, oh, Diana, where are you? Hello. You're on your own. How are you, baby girl?
Hi, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. I'm having some fun with my technical issues, but yeah, hey, who cares?
Trying to figure it out. I know this is a new format. So
come on, Archangel Michael, do your thing for us. I can work 3 technology items at one time. Yay! So Diana, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And hello everyone else that's just joined us. I'm so sorry that I can't greet all of you individually, but I won't be really paying any attention to your comments until we start asking questions. So please don't think I'm deliberately ignoring you, but this is just the way it has to be. Diana, you may be able to see some comments. Can you see any comments at all, sweetheart?
No, let's see. I don't think so. Oh, yes, I can see lots of comments.
Oh, you can?
Yes, I can see lots of people logged on. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm still here. Here comes the little head back up again. So, okay, Diana, let me see if I can just get these comments on. Live viewer comments show up, but this is an example. Click in a comment to see it on screen. I wish I could.
Thank you, Tracy.
How are you seeing these, Miss Diana? And I'm not.
Yep. So at the top, it says private chat or comments. Hit the comments.
Yes. Comments, yay. Oh, yes, there I can see it. Yay. Diana, Archangel Michael, thank you. So, okay, back to business. And thank you, everyone, for staying with us while I deal with this technical stuff. But Diana, you and I met when?
Jane and I met in 2010.
Oh my God, 10 years ago.
Yes.
Do you think we've survived the decade well, Diana?
It seems like forever ago, but yet at the same time, it seems like yesterday.
Yeah, it does. And like we're still kind of hanging together quite well, aren't we?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
And where did we meet? Tell the viewers where we met.
We met in England at Arthur Findlay College, a school for psychic mediums. So absolutely. It's got like the best teachers from all over the world. And Jane and I were both there studying together and met in 2010. We've been friends ever since.
We have been. I don't think we've ever actually managed to meet in person, have we, since? Thanks.
No, we have not.
We keep missing each other in Florida and then various other places. But I think we'll probably meet in France. The Spirit said we might meet in France, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Red wine and cheese. Who wouldn't love that, right?
Yeah. Let's see in the comments. Who's on board go to France together?
Let me see what they're saying. All right, I can see you're all asking various things. That's fabulous. Remember, our main topic this evening is love, baby. Maybe a little bit of sex too, but I think we'll probably keep that till we do our webinar on the 28th, that free webinar, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're going to put a link to it in the comments. And if I can work the technology, we might even put a link in their screen, but that'll be touch and go. So back to our mediumship training at Arthur Findlay College. I remember we were in a room and we were practicing private readings with each other. And I remember I gave you this reading and in came this lovely gentleman that had been one of your exes. And he gave me this vision of you guys being, can I say, energetic, Diana?
Yes.
And that you were a very passionate couple, and that he actually was deeply in love with you. I'm actually hearing this now. I don't know if you actually knew this or not, but he was actually deeply in love with you. And then he also told me just at the end, he doesn't swim in the shallow end anymore. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. That's going to make me cry again. Yes, no. Because in life, we were very antagonistic together. We had like a lot of energy, and ultimately we ended up being best friends before he died. And I always just razzed him and gave him a hard time about swimming in the shallow end of the pool because I didn't think he was a very deep person. I would always just give him so much crap about that. Be like, you know, why do you only see the surface in people? Why are you always just looking at the looks and the surface things? Like, go deeper. There's more meaning, you know, and I just give him such a hard time about that. So it's really adorable that he's now in the deep end of the pool.
Yeah. He could see everything, every nuance of everything from his perspective in the non-physical realms, right? But he still loved you, even though you were giving him this hard time. But I believe you were such a light in his life. And of course, you can only shine a light on people's path. You can't actually ever force them down that path.
That's absolutely right. And we actually grew each other so much. He benefited me in other ways, you know, so many different ways than I was benefiting him. We were definitely meant to be. Like, it was a very important relationship for my life. Definite soulmate.
Definitely. And it's interesting because sometimes we think that soulmates are someone that we're going to live happily ever after with the rest of our lives. I kind of feel that many times soulmates are someone that we will have challenges with, and as you say, that we can learn.
Yeah, soulmates. Yeah, my experience with soulmates come in to help us grow and bring out the best in us so that we can fulfill our purpose here and we can be on our life path. We can also attract in a soulmate to be on our life path with us, but we usually have to do quite a bit of healing and shape-shifting in our life before we're even ready to be there. So all the other soulmates that we encounter before that are for different things. They're not meant to be compatible early on. They're meant to like burst you open and help you grow.
Yeah. And then, you know, just as, you know, you're talking about basically the soulmate, the one that I feel will just hold your hand and toddle off into the sunset.
Yes.
Often cases, it's someone that you meet later in life, especially nowadays when we live 7 to 10 lives that our grandparents used to live, if you understand what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Our lifespan is so much longer. And so much more.
But also look at the things we do.
Yes.
Our grandparents would have got married young, had a family, stuck together come hell or freaking high water. Women didn't work. They weren't financially free. So there wasn't that choice. And they just did that thing. And then eventually they passed. But nowadays, we all work at so many different jobs. Look how many times we've changed our careers. Now we're entrepreneurial. We've had lots of different partners. I mean that in a good way, obviously. We've had so many different experiences. We reinvent ourselves and re-emerge so many more times.
Well, I think it's exciting too, Jane, because a lot of people don't realize that we have more soulmates available to us right now because of that, because we're not necessarily settling in on one person for the entire 80-year scope of our life or give or take, you know, but we are actually, we are living such differently creative lives. And our ancestors, they didn't have the programming that they were allowed to be happy. So often they were more inclined for duty, responsibility, commitment instead of joy and happiness. And there's definitely a balance you want to strike up, because it's important to make commitments and be able to keep your word and your vows and things like that. But also sometimes you do outgrow your purpose with each other. And sometimes it's really important to honor the other person and yourself and choose to be happy and allow yourself to be in alignment with your next soulmate and to continue the path and to continue to move forward.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I think is most important is getting a great relationship with yourself.
Yes.
Inner being, and being at peace with your outer being. And when you reach that stage, it's so much easier to attract someone who is the same and who will be able to walk together forwards with you in life peacefully.
Absolutely. And I think when we're younger, sometimes we can, a lot of people look back at their young life in partnership, whether it was a marriage, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever it was, and they feel like, the partners were all wrong, or maybe they weren't mature enough. But, there's really no misstep. There's no mistakes. Whoever you're with was meant to impact you in whatever way they did. And if it showed up as a toxic relationship or a very unhealthy relationship pattern, I can assure you, you grew from it, and that you probably learned to love yourself and put your needs first where you weren't doing that before. Otherwise, they wouldn't have shown up for you. So even these ones that seem like very wrong, they're right. And there's no misstep. You have not made any mistakes.
Exactly. And, many of us, particularly if we don't have much self-love, which was like me for like decades, we will keep repeating that mistake until something changes within ourselves, normally until we get to a desperate stage and think, oh God, I can't go on with this anymore.
Right.
But also the beauty of being with the wrong person is that it gives you clarity about what you do want, what you do like, what you do need.
Yes, absolutely. And I think, the whole self-love topic is there's a lot of people that I work with that they feel they love themselves. They feel that they are in alignment with themselves. But when you compare like how they're showing up in relationship, that's where you can see that they're not loving themselves enough. So I'd like to kind of maybe clarify that a bit. Yeah. And so like, it's easy for someone to say, oh yeah, I love myself. And they don't know why their relationship's a mess. Well, I feel, and this is what I grew into, because I also was like you, Jane, where I thought I loved myself, but I was making poor decisions. So that's where it shows up. So when you do love yourself, you're actually putting your needs first in relationship. Now I was the other way. I was like, I thought it was good to like love your partner so much that you just would do everything for them and that you'd sacrifice anything to make that love work. And I was so devoted, and my commitment meant so much to me. And I realized that was wrong and hurtful and harmful for me and every other member of the house. So loving yourself does mean always prioritizing what is in your best interest. And if that means the other person needs to go away, then that's what needs to happen. That's also self-love.
It absolutely is. In some cases, it's self-preservation, right?
Yes.
And when, I think women of our generation have been sort of brought up to serve, certainly in this area, this geographic area where I am now, it was very much a case of the men get their dinner first, the men get this first, the men get priority, and then the women are dealt with after that.
Yeah. And I am glad, I'm really super glad you brought that up, Jane, because what I'm finding is like so the roles have been changing so much, but also like the women that I work with are very strong, very successful, powerful women. And they're in a different role in relationship, but they're so frustrated because all they're attracting is like really weak and broken men or little boys. And they're like, where are all the men? Where are all these like strong masculine?
Yeah. If we've got any real men watching tonight, give us a wave and say hello. Because
if there's some like strong masculine men on there, make sure you let us all know.
There's some males on from Port Glasgow, so do let us know. Give us a thumbs up or a wave or something. Yeah, and so you've worked with some celebrities as well, Diana, haven't you?
Yes, I have a wonderful clientele. And of course, I never say who they are. I always respect their privacy, but I do work with quite a lot of celebrities. And, you know, the same issues apply to everybody at different ages and different money levels and different success levels and everything. And what I'm finding is there's like just a real strong imbalance between the masculine and feminine energy right now. And what happens with women as they become stronger and stronger and more independent and financially successful, is that they're actually taking on more of the masculine role, and then men don't know where to fit. So they try to absorb the female role, and it really emasculates them, and they're not able to come together sexually with their partner because they're both in the wrong role. And so there has to be more balance in that for the sex life to thrive and for the relationship to thrive.
Yeah. Any children, remove yourselves now. So this is something we're going to go deeper into when we do our webinar. When you know, you guys will be able to sign up for our free webinar, and we'll really talk like about intimate stuff and our experiences. Oh my God, you'll love it. And you'll learn so much as well. As well as Diana and I being very well in tune with the spirit, we're also real women. We've had lots of interesting experiences, as Diana's hinted at, and then she's worked with all these celebrities who are actually struggling more than many of you guys watching tonight. But, you know, I think society as well has just hit men for sex. They just don't know what they're at now. So we have to try and address that balance when we're looking for love and romance too. Don't we, Diana?
Yes. And I think it's really important for these like strong, successful women to still allow the man to be the man, at least at home. You know, they can show up however they want to in the outside world and pursue things and like slay dragons and be the warrior. But at home, it's real important in relationship to figure out how to balance that energy, because in the long run, this is what the women want. The women want the masculine, you know, in relationship, but they don't understand that when they overstep, there's no room for him. So it's really up to her, I feel, to pull back in that area when she's with a partner.
Yeah, I think it's all tied in with self-love as well.
Yes.
You know, the being confident enough to sort of, you know, revert to maybe more traditional roles at home. I know certainly the universe whispered in my ear when I was on a date with a man, let a man be a man, exactly that thing you were trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm very entrepreneurial and I've all this number one energy, and I guess you're a bit like that as well. And like trying to order this guy's coffee for him and everything.
Yes, I mean sometimes I'll go to reach for the bill, or this is what we want. And I literally have to remind myself, let him be a man. And I appreciate when my partner is the man. It makes me more attracted to him. Of course I can order. Of course I can do all those things myself. The point is, it makes him more attractive to me when he does it, and I have to allow him to do it.
Well, do you know one thing? I was on a date once, and I have dated a few men in several countries in the world. I think most of my viewers know this. I think you might be aware of this as well. But you know what? It's all good education. It's all good for what we're doing now, doing our stuff. And I was on a date with this gorgeous guy, and I think he was like Moroccan. This was in Spain. And we arranged to meet at this cafe. And so I didn't see him, but he saw me park in the car. And from nowhere, he came up and opened the driver's door, and he put his hand in to give me his hand to take out, to help me out the car. And then we walked to the cafe and we ordered whatever. And my coffee came and my water came in a bottle. And he picked up the bottle, opened the bottle, and poured it into my glass. Now, that doesn't sound much, but that really touched me. It's kind of what you're talking about. He took on that role of caring for me and looking after me, just by that act of, and it was so attractive, bracket sexy. Sorry, men, if you're listening.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely sexy because a female energy is a receptive energy. And how many times do females do everything, take everything on? But when they do that, they like literally start to mother their lover. And if you're doing that, they're not sexy anymore. They're not going to be a good partner for you anymore. It's all kinds of problems. So it's like you have to know when to stop mothering, nurturing, doing, and allow yourself to receive that love and respect from your male counterpart.
It's so lovely. And I can sense that lots of the girls watching tonight are givers, 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 givers.
Yes.
And we're asking you girls, pull back a little bit. Just put, particularly in your personal male to female relationships, and just become able to.
Yeah, actually, if they can just back it up with whatever they're doing at home or in relationship, just bring your energy back and allow him to come towards you and pursue you or do these sweet things to you. And you'll see your relationship will really start to either get back to how it was in the beginning, or it'll maybe even get sweeter than it ever was.
Yeah.
But allow him to come towards you and provide and do these nice things for you. He will do that if he cares about you. But you have to give him space to do it. So stop filling in the gap for him.
I'm going to tell you a little secret that no women know. Men only want to please us. As simple as that. They only want to please women.
Absolutely. It's true.
It's true. Obviously sexually. I mean, that's why they're so obsessed with her you-know-whats. Apologies, men, if you're listening in, but it's true. And then there's the whole thing about bringing home the bacon and, being the big protector of the castle. It's all to please us, and we don't realise it. We just don't realise it, and so often we fight against it. And what you said there about having a sweet relationship, how amazing does that sound? A sweet relationship. Yeah. And
it really is. I don't feel like, women or others trying so hard and they go through so many things in life that make them strong and survivors. It's like they don't want to give that up because they think they'll be weak or somebody will come in and hurt them. But it's the exact opposite. I'm not saying to let that go and not use discernment. I mean, you want to make sure you're with a good person you trust, but the more you're able to release that overbearing strength and allow them to come towards you. You're absolutely right, Jane. They want to serve you, that you're their queen, and you want to treat their queen well. But if you're acting like the king, then they have
if I can use that. And it's in all ways, and they do back off. And I've known this through my relationships, particularly with my last marriage there. I could see how that dynamic was way out of kilter. And of course, once you allow it to become out of kilter, then it's more challenging to bring it back.
It is.
To get the balance back. So many of us on here who are looking for a new relationship or looking for that beautiful soulmate relationship, if you do the work now, and we will guide you in that, then you're going to pave the way to attract a fantastic partner, and also for the long term to have that wonderful balance in all things, including your sex life, which we'll talk about later, right?
Yeah. And that's so important for a balanced life,
Oh God, absolutely. Well, I mean, it affects your hormones, it affects your health, your physical health, your mental health. It's just everything. This is the research you were telling me about recently, Diana, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, when I also work with a lot of women, 50 and over, they're like, oh, I don't even want a man. I never want to have sex. And it's like, those women are aging faster than the women that are still sexually active,
Yeah.
and it's like that
100%.
creating that block in your life. It's not good. You're supposed to be healthy and vibrant sexually as well as all other ways.
Because that's where your creative energy rises from as well. And creative doesn't have to be writing a book. It can be dancing, singing, cooking, walking outside, singing a little tune to yourself. But when your creative energy is working, it's like your passion, and it naturally makes you happy and uplifted and upbeat.
Yes.
We just love it, girl, right?
It's very, very important. Everyone should have more.
I'm just going to have a look at the comments. I wanted to share something with you all. Yesterday I found a little video which I haven't put up yet, but I bought myself red roses, and I also bought myself a key ring with a heart on it, and I'm wearing this crystal rose quartz bracelet.
Nice.
Nails are painted rose quartz. So that is all the colours and the representations of love, right?
Absolutely.
And today, 3 men asked me for dinner. Yes. One was a friend, which is fine. One was a guy who just messaged me out the blue and said, can I take you to dinner? And the other one was, let's call him a new friend, who offered to take me to dinner. And then not only that, my lovely grandson, who stayed with me for a few days, came in and he said, Gran, I've bought you a present. And he was doing miraculous money. He found a £1 coin when we were out walking the dogs the other day, and he had brought me this lovely big bar of Aero chocolate. So he didn't spend the money on him, he spent the money on me.
Oh, sweet.
Isn't that lovely? So
Jane, you got it going on.
I've got it going on, girl, but
yes, you're very in your feminine energy, because that's the way it should be. If people are not experiencing that, they're probably in the masculine energy still.
Yeah, which is my go-to. Tends to be more the masculine because of my entrepreneurial stuff.
Right.
I'm working to bring that balance, and I'm doing all these symbols of love that attract love.
Yes.
And also, I've been appreciating all the men in my life and everything that they do for me.
Gosh,
Not just lovers, like they're from my grandson, my nephew, everybody in my life. I'm just thanking them. Sometimes it's in my mind, sometimes it's spirit to spirit. Sometimes I'll call them or message them and say, I just want to thank you for helping me, for being there for me. And men are always delighted.
That's so important that you say that, Jane, because as we were saying before, like, men always want to please their queen. It's true. But like, don't let that go to your head or be ego. Be so appreciative, because the more you can give thanks to him for showing up in all these ways, even if they're small, it doesn't matter. He's doing it to please you. Make sure you let him know that you appreciate it, that you're being receptive to his gift, and really let him know that you're thankful for that. And it'll encourage him to continue doing it. And that's how the relationship starts to get very sweet again.
Yeah, it's magic. I'm looking at the phone because I see a lovely comment from Tracy Lothian. Been nearly 10 years for myself with no man. Didn't realise intimacy was connected with health.
Oh, yeah.
This is also amazing. Tracy, it is amazing. And Diana and I are not just talking theory. We know this practically. And then the universe whispers in our ears. So we are giving you something super important, super dynamic, super helpful, that's going to move you on in the love stakes dramatically. So I'm just having a look. Oh, there's a man. Hello, Declan. Hope you're enjoying this, Declan Howe. So shall we I take some questions? I don't know. Can you see any questions, Diana? Because I'm going to have to look away. Let me look away for a minute, folks. Can you see? Oh, there's Isabel. She says, you've got yourself a hot date. I'll give myself 3 hot dates, darling. But Isabel, you're a beautiful girl. Thank you for sharing, people. Remember, the angels love you to share. So if you'd love to share, we'd love you to share. and we're working with the romance angels tonight. So you've got Diana and myself, our intuitive abilities, our connection with the angels and the other realm, and of course our connection with your soul as well. So let's have your love and romance questions. And Diana, maybe you could read one out, honey, when they start typing them. Go ahead and type.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Oh, now here's Tracy still saying, Tracy Loden, full of gratitude for beautiful Diana. This is myself, also thought had done lots of work in self-love. Nope, not fully there just yet. Huge steps forward from where we're through with beautiful Diana's guidance with much love experience. That is Tracy, one of your girls, Diana?
Yes.
Oh, she's beautiful. Tracy,
yes, she is inside and out. Hello, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy. I agree with everything you're saying about Diana. And Tracy, as I look at you, I can see a gentleman putting a little golden princess crown in your head, but then it's fallen to one side as if you don't believe that you're a princess anymore. And that makes this gentleman very sad. I feel this would be, sorry, I wasn't going to do mediumship, but I just have to, I feel this could be a grandfather to you. I know that I've got very dark hair and I've got dark hair in my arms, and I feel like I'm Italian or some kind of origin like that. So he wants you to know that you're totally a princess and straight that crown, girl, okay? And he's also making reference to your teeth and saying how beautifully white and gorgeous. And you guys won't remember this, but he's giving you a Colgate ping. Do you remember that, Diana?
Yeah.
So shall we give Tracy a romance card, and maybe you can talk about it if I pick one for her?
Sure, let's give her a card.
Yeah, okay, you ready, Tracy? Come on, romance angels, do your thing. Oh, this is a nice one. Can you see that, Diana?
Yes, engagement. That's
pretty direct, right? And it says, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, Tracy. Woohoo! You have comments in that, Diana?
No, I feel like there's, I feel like she's ready for it. I feel like she's ready to accept this kind of energy into her life. Yes. And I feel like her love for herself has gotten to that level now where she's ready for it.
Excuse me for what, will I take a little drink here? I'm very dry because I've spoken so much.
Oh, we're allowed to drink on the air, right?
Cheers, everybody. It's not gin, unfortunately. That will be on the 28th when we do our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Tracy, I feel, this message from this lovely man is straightening your crown. And as Diana says, you're on the way, or you said yourself, you're on the way to self-love. But when you truly believe in you and yourself, I think this relationship will come like this. And within 3 months, you could well find yourself approaching matrimony. Mm-hmm. So, I've been doing a lot of work on miracles recently. So expect this to happen. Visualize yourself with this fabulous guy. Visualize how happy you are, and visualize just doing everyday stuff, and that will bring it closer. What do you think, Diana?
Yes, that's perfect. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you know someone called Brian, but I keep hearing the name Brian. I'm not actually sure who it's for, but I do know that name. Hear that name. So I don't know if you know that name, Tracy. I don't necessarily think it's a man that you're going to meet, but romantically. But I just do hear that name, Brian, around you. God bless, sweetheart. Okay, can you see any other questions there, Diana? Type your question.
We've got some people who also would love a card reading. We've got Dawn Johnson would like a romance card.
Dawn Johnson would like. Are you a single lady, Dawn? Type in yes or no. Look if you can see it. I'm going to off my phone here. Dawn Johnson. I says share. Can I get a card? Thank you for sharing, Dawn. Let's assume you're a single lady. I do feel energy a number of tangled relationship, definitely with at least
single.
You feel that as well, Diana?
Pardon me? She just wrote in single.
She just brought in what, love? Single.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I do feel tangled relationships with 2 men, and I'm not sure if you have a son or it's a younger man and an older man. So this could be your son and your father, and those issues, binds around that could be blocking you. So do you want to do a little clearing on that for her, Diana? Well,
yes, absolutely, Dawn. Is that okay if I give you a little clearing on that? Just give me like a little hands up or yes, or type me something if I have permission.
I hear her saying yes in her mind.
All right.
Can this be for everyone else who also is still hanging on?
Yes, anybody else who's still tied? Okay, there she goes. I got my yes. So anybody else who would also like this to release any ties that bind you to somebody, and it doesn't have to be an ex-lover. This could be, like Jane said, a father, a son, a different person that your energies are intertwined with that are blocking your love. I'd be happy to do that for everybody right now. So if you'd like to receive this, just go ahead and close your eyes. Just be very receptive while I do this. It'll be very quick. Okay, and then the angels came in and just like cleared everything up, cleared up the energies, and helped bring this about through healing and through love. So the releases were all very beautiful.
I could feel that upliftment. That was beautiful. I do feel the name Alison very much uplifted with that as well. So, Dawn, for you, this card, passion. Oh, yes. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You get a vibe in that one, Diana?
It feels like, gosh, it feels like there's so much passion in there that hasn't been able to get expressed. And it feels like it just wants to get unleashed. It feels like it really wants to let go. And I feel like you're going to have this experience very, very soon. You're deserving of it, and you have so much love to give. So I feel this is coming in very, very soon for you, where you just get to like let it all out and really, really be passionate.
That sounds amazing. And, you know, we were talking there about sexual energy and creative energy being one and the same things. So if you have a passion, Dawn, whether it's you're living it just now, and it's not, doesn't need to be related to love or sex. Practice that passion, even if it's like a hobby or a pastime or something you haven't done since you were a child. Practice it and start getting into the way of enjoying yourself and letting go. And as Diana says, that will work miracles along with the clearing that Diana's done for you this evening. I can actually feel the energy moving up your body. So I think you should go and have a little sing and a dance after this and just let the energy flow, right? Dance on and shake your boobies around a bit and all that. Get that energy flowing, and that's good advice for everybody, Diana, right?
Yes, because it felt so like constricted and held back, you know, and it feels like she's about ready to go like bam, you know. Yes.
You've kind of tied yourself up in knots.
Yes.
Dawn, so just sort of shake free.
Yeah, that's great, Jane. Just like shake it out, like let your whole spine wiggle. It gets the energy moving up and down your entire spine, opening up your chakras, getting the flow back in your body, which is really, really important in love and in whatever projects you're working on.
Because passion attracts passion, right?
Yes.
And Joe, that's made me tingle, you doing that exercise and then doing that. Another request for dinner after this. Right, do we have another one? I've just heard the name Colin.
Let's see here.
Hello, Tasman. Hello, Lynette. Hello, Amanda. You're loving the live video tonight. How do you know if the person you are with is the right one? Can we answer that question, Diana?
How do you know if the person you're with is the right one?
Amanda Louise, thank you for your lovely comment, and Diana will have the first crack at this.
Okay. You know, I'd like to say this. I've been with the right one and had a lot of other programs, I'll call it, blocking me from knowing that it's the one. So if you have any amount of healing to do, this might seem confusing to know with clarity that you're with the right person. So I'd really look at making sure that you're clear of any of the other relationships that you've been involved with so that you can see the person you're currently with really clearly. And the more that's what I feel it is with you right now. I feel like your indecision is because you have other energies scattered that you still go back to or think about, and they could even be some projections from your parents or what you think you're supposed to be with that are getting in the way. But there seems to be like a lot of muddled energy around this that just needs to be cleared out, because once that's gone, you'll be able to see real clearly who you're with, and you'll feel the way that I feel it is just a very expansive energy in my heart, and it's very calming. So we always think it's going to be like over the moon excitement, but like your real partner, your real soulmate is very calming and stabilizing for you. So if you feel that expansion in your heart and that comfort and safety, that's most likely your soulmate.
I agree, Diana. I agree. Too often we look for excitement and drama, right?
Yes.
But that is low vibration stuff that will wear you down and will wear out the relationship and does not.
Peaks and valleys.
Yeah. And I feel with you, Amanda, that you're still got someone there in the background, as we call, you're holding a flame for them, and you may be comparing other men with this guy. We can't do that. We have to appreciate each individual person for their own qualities. This is a topic we will dive much deeper into when we do our webinar, our free webinar on the 28th, but we're just kind of brushing the surface of it tonight. But I think I always say, if someone has to ask me, do you think I'm with the right person? That generally means that they have doubts. If you are with the right person, you don't have to ask for someone else, you know, to validate that for you. And I've got to say this to you, this is shocking, but Dara and I are both very honest women. I know that I've never been with the right person. And I've known that when I've walked up to the aisle. I've known it with arranged weddings. I know it when I'm just married. I've known it throughout the relationship or the wedding. I've always known it. And because I suffered so much fear and so much lack of self-love and self-confidence in those days, I couldn't break free of I was too scared to break free of those relationships. And I know so many of you watching tonight are in exactly the same situation. And it's very unhealthy, right, Diana? It's
absolutely, Jane. I was like you too. And I didn't have like a loving home to come from. And like I said, I thought I loved myself, but I really wasn't loving myself. I wasn't showing up for myself. I was putting everyone's needs first. And I mean, I had multiple weddings that I would literally tell them, I'm not in love with you. We'll just do it anyway. We can get it annulled next week, or, you know, please. And I'm like, I don't think this is right. Like, I think something's wrong, you know, but I didn't feel like I could take my time. I didn't feel all this pressure. And if you ever feel pressure, if you ever feel like you have to make a decision fast, or you have to go into something any which way that doesn't feel authentic and right and safe and secure and right on all fronts. It's not. But I'm going to go through that too, Jane, just like you. And so that's why my advice to this gal, it felt like she needed to do some healing in herself before she'll have the clarity if the person is right for her or not. I don't feel it's specifically this person she's with that she's questioning, but I do feel she needs to do some internal work to heal, and then she'll know for sure.
By the way, this internal work, you know, we're never finished. We're never done doing internal work. And I don't want that to be sounding like it's exhausting. But what I mean is we have to like guard our thoughts and guard our actions and reactions. Right, Diana, you understand what I mean by that?
We're works in progress, but like you said, it's not work. It's fun, and it's
fun,
magical.
magical.
Yeah, and it's sweet and it's special, and there's so many wonderful things about it.
Absolutely. And you can be really happy on your own. Honestly, I've never been happy. I've got all this male love round about me, and right now I have several men who would go into a relationship. Again, not being at all big-headed, but I know now. I finally know that's not the right person for me.
Yeah,
I have other priorities, a combination of things. Now, here's a card for you, Amanda. Healing family issues.
Very good.
Yeah, we've got the law of attraction working here, which basically rules everything anyway. So our last lady and you are both slightly tied up in knots, as Diana was saying there. Mm. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yeah, your parents and your past lovers and anyone else that you need to forgive. Yes. And that's not just for you, Amanda. That's for all of us, because we're always needing to forgive all the time, and also to give people breaks.
Yeah, and when we're starting off in the love journey, we're looking for like a perfect person, Mr. Perfect, Mr. Right, and so often we're coming from a place that we're wounded and we can't even see when it's a really good partner for us or a really compatible partner because we're out of whack. And that's where I was in a lot of my earlier years, and I had to work on myself and do a lot of healing from my early life, from my original family. And the more I did that, the more my relationship straightened out, and I was able to love more and receive love more, and they just started to flow better. So if you're having any kind of doubts or insecurities, go back to your original family and see what you can heal there.
Absolutely. And you know what? Sometimes you don't even need to speak to them about it. You just need to, get it straight in your mind and send love. See them all encased in golden love, including people who have passed over, because I can feel very much people have got mother or even grandmotherly issues here on.
Yes.
Tonight. I'm just looking at these, quickly going down the comments here. Sorry, Diana, carry on, honey.
Nope, that's okay. I'm just looking at the comments to see.
I'd like to, do you know what I'd like to say? I would like to invite you all to join Diana and I on our webinar on the 28th of August at 7 p.m. Diana?
On the 28th, it's 3 p.m. in the United States and 9 p.m. in the United States, or 9 p.m. Yeah, your time, GMT for the UK. And then, so we're doing one at 3 and 6 in the US, which would be 9 and midnight in the UK.
Yeah, that's confusing, but don't worry, folks, you'll see it in the link. Diana or myself.
Yeah, we'll put it down in the comments or
in the comments. Please don't miss it, because we're going to be talking this, but more and deeper.
Yes.
We'll be taking your comments, and I'm not going to have technical issues that night. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes, we'll go into some more comments. We'll give them some more love tips. We'll do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. There's so much that we want to share with you, and I can feel this healing energy bubbling out towards everybody as well. Dan, I'm sure you can as well.
It feels like a softening of the energy altogether.
Yeah. So let's take one more. Question. If anybody want a card, I'm looking for the questions here. Kathy Allen, I'm great, thank you. Anne Providence says, hi Diana. Stuart Mackey, hello Stuart McKee. Catherine Danielle, hello Danielle. Love yourself, darling. Anybody else? Good evening, Dorothy. Jan Cyril says she wants to go there. Where do you want to go, my lovely? Because it's an online event. Woohoo! Woo.
Yes.
Or maybe it's that sweet relationship you want to go to. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Lorna. Anne Proven would love a message. Okay, Anne Proven. Let's give Anne a message. Okay, Anne's a single lady, I think. I think she's a single lady. I do feel a man round about you, though, Anne. So let's pick a romance card. Oh, you have a grandmother very close with you. You can feel her from the spirit coming forward. Oh, that's handy, look. Oh, okay. So Anne Proven, here's a card for you. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So, any thoughts on that one, Miss Diana?
I wish Anne would tell us, is there somebody in her life? She says, yes, I am single. Okay.
Oh, yes, you're single. Okay.
So does this relate to somebody coming back in? It feels like the energy of somebody coming back in. Of course, you don't have to go in that direction if you don't want to, but you will experience the same pattern with somebody new if you don't work it out. So it feels like you may have an opportunity to be with somebody that you've had in the past so that you can resolve this and see if you can move that relationship up a notch into even a more healthy, loving space. So I would look at that, always look at relationship as how you're showing up and what you're learning from it.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get that, we just have patterns, that replay over and over. But I feel like this is someone coming back.
Okay, cool. What I want to add to that, Diana, thank you very much. I don't know why your grandmother was Jean, but I hear the name Jean mentioned very strongly. But also, Anne, I feel as if you're biting your nails and you have no self-confidence, no self-love. And if you look at the girl here, she's turning her head away from possible romance and possible love. Do you see that in the card there? So what Diana's saying may very well be a fact, but I think that you really need to open your heart to love, and most especially do the self-love tips. We're giving a free self-love tip, sassy self-love tips with in our free webinar, aren't we?
We're going to do that in the free webinar.
On the 28th, don't miss that.
On the 28th, yeah.
Once you get rid of what a fantastic, wonderful woman and spiritual being you are, you're going to attract that love. And you're going to attract someone that will stick to you like freaking glue. And I do believe that.
Well, look at that card too, Jane, because what I'm getting from that, it feels like there's somebody that was interested that she was like turning away from, like not bringing it in, not being ready, or not knowing how to realize that love.
Maybe, yeah. So yeah, don't turn away and love you, love yourself, love your body. And there's someone out there that is going to just maybe does already loves and adores you, even if he's watching from a distance, or as Diana says, someone that you've had something with in the past and will maybe re-enter your life. Yeah. But anyway, girl, it's all there for you. Right, Diana? You agree with that?
Chance.
Yeah. Okay, so any last thoughts, my beautiful friend and esteemed love guru guest? Do you have any last thoughts before we wind up?
You want to pull another card, or are you all done?
Oh, do you want to pull a card for people in general? This is for the whole audience, right?
Oh, let's do it, because there's a whole bunch more people that wanted one. Let's do a collective card.
Oh God, there's someone's grandmother here that's flicking these cards for me, and she links with the name William. But this is for everybody. I hear you, your name. Oh my goodness. Reconciliation.
Woo!
Okay, so that kind of leads on from your last message, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This card says someone from your past is returning to your life. You got any comments to make on that one, Diana?
I would like to see a show of hands with the people in the chat if they're thinking of somebody right now. Yeah. That may be returning, because I feel like when we've had that connection with people, there's always an open opportunity to work things out further or to take the relationship further. And I'd like to let you guys know, you don't know, I'm with a gentleman now that I was with 20 years ago. We were together for several years. We went our own ways. And then we came back together about 3 years ago. And it's a very loving relationship. So people change. And sometimes when there's a connection, there's a connection. And it's nice to mature into a balanced state with each other. So I'll just leave you with that is stay open. Don't close any doors. Don't be afraid to work things out with people and reconcile.
Absolutely. And in this circumstance, I do feel that reconciliation is not only about being with partners,
yes,
but reconciling with family, friends, people you've lost touch with, and reconciling also with people who have passed over. I feel there's husbands and partners passed over who are reaching out here.
Yes.
Saying, we still love you, but we want you to continue with your earthly life.
And they want you to be loved by someone new. They want you to have that.
Because when your partner has gone to spirit, he is in the state of pure love.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no jealousy, there is no envy, there's no possessionness. Is that a word? Possessional behavior.
Yeah. And actually, if you just remain open with your energy, he will guide somebody to you to love. He will bring in your lover and your partner, or your soulmate. He can see things that will work for you, and so let him work with you to bring in this person. So often we hold space that we don't allow this new energy to come in, and it's by design.
Absolutely. Well, I recently did a session with a young lady whose partner had committed suicide. Mm-hmm. And, they had a child together. And this gentleman told me, if I had stayed on planet Earth, we would never have been happy. And you would never have met the love of your life.
Right.
And now she has met the love of her life. This was about 4 months ago. She was an absolute bits, but I could see someone was coming for her. And I saw they announced their engagement on Facebook.
Oh, that's wonderful.
This ex-partner of hers, from his position in the non-physical, could see all this lady's options, and he sure as hell sent that other guy for her.
I love that.
I love it, Diana. It's giving me tingles and chills.
Yes, I love that. I love that. They're always working on your behalf to bring you more love.
Totally. So let's all heal our wounds. Let's heal our wounds with self-love. Let's heal our relationship wounds with everyone round about us. Let's let go of people, places, and things and thoughts that no longer serve us.
Yeah.
Let's get ourselves excited for a brand new chapter of love. Because you are going to write your chapter of love, not anybody else. You need to write it. And if you come and work with Diana and myself on this free webinar on the 28th, we'll really get you on, zoom you on that path. I mean, I'm sure many of you will feel the energy tonight, and I can feel the energy like champagne.
Yes, I can. It feels wonderful.
Up through the chest and the neck area, and working with myself and Diana, there's so much angelic and spiritual high vibe energy coming through these vibes at you. You can probably see it offer from both of us. We've got the ready bright glow when we work with the spirit.
Yeah, we should let them know, Jane. Everybody who's if you're interested in coming to the free webinar on the 28th, like I said, we've got 2 different times, so it depends on where you are. You can log in. But also what we'll do is we'll put that link below this, Jane.
I can post it. Yeah.
And we're going to ask for your email address. That way we can send you the links for whatever country you're in, so you can log in easily. So make sure you fill that out. Just give us your first name and your email address, and then we'll send you any information or updates. We'll make sure you have the correct link for the area you're in.
See if I can put that on right now while we're speaking here. Because, wait a minute, I think I found it. Get excited, folks. More copy.
Yeah, and what we'll be giving away, we're going to do more questions and answers on the 28th. We're going to, are we doing more romance cards? Maybe, maybe not.
If you want, give us a little comment, guys.
We'll give them some sassy self-love tips. We'll have a PDF that you can download with some really helpful tips for you to increase your love vibration. And there'll be a few things on there that you haven't heard before, I'm sure. And we'll be talking about love on lockdown, and how that's been going for you.
Well, I mean, I've got 3 dinner dates. What the hell? My
I
daughter's
know, right? Hey,
my
my
daughter,
daughter has a gentleman here from out of state to
yeah,
spend time with her. She just met him during lockdown. So
yeah.
love is everywhere, and it's right now.
There's so much love blooming at this moment and blossoming. Don't
Yes,
miss it, guys. Get on that Milky Way, that upward path to the stars,
yes,
and get that man of your dreams, baby. You know, we're not excluding if you're same-sex partners. No, we're not excluding that at all because it's all the same methodology, and you're welcome to join in.
yes.
Come along, tell your friends, the more the merrier. Bring a small glass of wine and something
Oh
to
yeah,
nibble.
we're gonna have fun.
Don't bring a small sausage to nibble though, because that's not the right energy. Sorry, any guys, if you're watching, bring a large bratwurst. Diana, it's been so wonderful having you on, darling. I just love you so much. I know the viewers have loved having you on so much as well.
Oh, thank you, Jane. It was really nice to be here with everybody. Thank you.
Wasn't it? It was such great fun. We love to laugh together, don't we, Diana?
Yeah. Except for British humor, Jane. You're hilarious. I love you. You're such a gifted, amazing human, and I love that you're able to bring it forward even through your humor.
Oh, thank you, darling. And same back to you. But, if you come in this webinar, you're going to feel uplifted. I know you've all felt uplifted tonight. And that's one thing that both Diana and do. We love to uplift people and make them feel happy and joyous and ready to go for whatever they want in life. So, Diana, have a beautiful rest of your day because it's still quite early for you, right?
Yes, yes. It's only, what is it, like 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock
2
my
o'clock.
time.
It's
Yeah,
the
I've got
sun.
the whole day. I think I might go get some sun still.
Yeah, I think you should. I think I'll go and get some more wind and rain. Actually, it's time for me to have a glass of wine and a little drop of pasta. I'm quite looking forward to that. So, Diana and everyone else, love you all, and we will see you again very soon.
On the 28th. I hope to see everybody there.
Dan and I will see you on the 28th of August. Details are in the link, and I will also publish them tomorrow as well. So have a great evening, everyone. Love you lots. Bye for now. Bye, Miss Diana.
Bye.
Oh.